What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video we got our first impressions review for Dragon Nest Rebirth of Legend. This is currently right now available for C servers, so if you're over in the C area, then you can go ahead, you can jump into this. It does not have its global launch yet. It is not available for the United States either. Unfortunately, I did have to go ahead, use a VPN to get access. But this is going to be your traditional MMORPG game. You can see we got all the different classes I'm going to show really quick. We've got like the cleric and all the basic ones, warrior, the archer, and finally the mage as well. So Dragon Nest Rebirth of Legend is basically a remake from the classic online game called Dragon Nest. So if you're familiar with the original Dragon Nest, then this is kind of supposed to be like a nostalgia hit for you. It's, you know, to try and get you into the game and enjoy it, right? It has a lot of your traditional MMORPG things that you're gonna see. You've got real-time PK battles, so like real-time, you know, you can go around and PK other live players. You also got your 4 major classes, which we went over. The combo system for combat is really cool in this game, I will say. Before we do go any further though, we are playing this on BlueStacks. So we do got to go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsor for this video, and that is BlueStacks. BlueStacks is an Android emulator that lets you play mobile games on your PC. BlueStacks uses the lowest amount of resources possible, allowing you to get the highest frame rates as well. BlueStacks allows you to play your favorite mobile games using mouse and keyboard or full controller support. BlueStacks has a large library with thousands of games, including exclusive games that you can only find on BlueStacks. Go ahead and start playing Dragon Nest Rebirth of Legend right now on BlueStacks. Download link in the description box and pinned comment. That is one of the good things I like about this game is the combat system and just the skills in general. There is a lot of skills for each class. A lot of these like MMOs that I've been playing recently, they give you like 4 skills in your skill wheel and like that's it. This one has, I think, like 8 or something, or there's a lot of skills you basically have access to at once. So it's not just like, oh, you only have 4 options. You have a ton of different skills to go ahead and use in combat, which is really awesome. It also has mounts, which is typical in a lot of MMORPG games, a pet system, a trading system. You also have guilds, your social aspect of the game, and other classic content that you pretty much see anytime. Now, the one thing that I unfortunately don't like about this game is the graphics, right? Look at the graphics. This is like one of the main cutscenes at the beginning of the game. And I just was like, wow, the graphics look kind of, you know, it's not my personal style. It looks more cartoony, and just in general, even the cartooniness of it still just, to me, doesn't look that great. The other thing that was annoying is the pickup items, right? Like, I had to every time like an item dropped from like a monster or something, I had to click the pickup button just to pick it up. Now, I don't know if there was a setting that had like auto pickup. I didn't go that far to see that, but just like my first impressions at the beginning, like the game is just like, I got to keep picking items up at the beginning. I was just like, I would wish it just like auto picked up right at the beginning instead of having me click that button, you know, so many times. But like I was mentioning earlier, the skill wheel, see all these skills we have access to. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skills. And then you have a second wheel that you can push at the bottom. That'll show another 5 skills. So it was 10 skills in total. There's a lot of skills that you have access to use, which I really, really loved about this game. It's pretty straightforward with most typical MMORPGs. You have your reward preview, and you can see all these different features. They're gonna unlock as you level up. So again, the game's gonna walk you through all the different features, like kind of a tutorial at the beginning. So once you hit level 3 or level 4, level 5, level 6, you get access to new things. Like you'll get access to guilds, access to dungeons, just different things, and it kind of walks you along. It does take a bit for you to go ahead and like unlock everything and feel like you can fully like start exploring on your own. But once you do get that, it's pretty decent. It's what I would say, if I was to rank this game like out of a score of like 0 to 10, for me, I think it's like a 6.5. I think this game is above average, but me personally, like I said, I'm not a fan of the graphics, at least the style of these graphics. I really just didn't like the way everything looked. It was kind of like, I don't know, man. I just wasn't a fan of it, unfortunately. But I really liked the combo. I really liked the combat system, which is kind of like, which is what made it a little bit tough, because visually, I didn't like the way it looked visually. But when I was getting into the battles, I was like, this is really fun. Like the battles were actually, really fun and stuff. The quests, I mean, the quests are the quests, right? They're go do this, go do that, go kill a bunch of monsters, go save this character, this NPC. There wasn't really any original quests that you're not going to see already. It has all of the regular things. You're going to be leveling up your gear, increasing your gear, collecting new gear. You got your pet system, your mounts, dungeons, all the traditional things that you're going to see in an MMORPG. I would say the big selling point for this is the fact that it is using the dragon nest skin. And I think that's what the whole selling point of this MMO is it's just people who are familiar with the original Dragon Nest game and they want to like, have a nostalgia hit of this classic reborn, this like remade version of Dragon Nest. That's pretty much the best way to put it, because otherwise it follows the same traditional aspect that all the other MMORPG mobile games have out there. You're going to find all the same mechanics, all the same things. It just has the Dragon Nest skin, so it visually is going to look different. That is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe, and I will see y'all later. Peace.